Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Game Curmudgeon Plays Dream Quest. Last time I introduced you to the game, and we went through a couple we went through one run of the dungeon with the thief. Today I thought we'd do a couple more thief runs. I expect to die a lot because we have none of the achievements unlocked at this point. Actually, we have two. We have the Die Once achievement, which we got on the first one, and we got the Defeat the Genie achievement. We have 64 achievement points as well, but we won't be spending any of those today. I'm trying a new recording setup. I noticed, of course, it's very hard to hear with the input levels. I was trying to do the video recording and the mic recording all in one. Now I'm going to try to do it in two parts. So hopefully you just barely hear the game, and my voice level will be at a comfortable level, so you don't have to strain your ears or turn your speakers way up. And then when you go to a new video, the levels are all off, and I always hate that. And I know I'm disappointed that I provided that to you, but I'll do my best to work on that. Again, I'm new at this, and I'm sure I'll get better at it over time. Alright, so I thought we'd do a couple of thief runs again. So let's just get started. So, again, thief. I never read this text. I don't know if there's anything in here that I really ever should read. I think it's just standard dungeon-y, get you in the mood kind of stuff. Because of the Die Once achievement last time, you'll notice that this changes now exists. We actually get to choose a talent when we go into the dungeon right off the bat. In the absence of any of the other stuff, the choices I have right now are healthy, gain 5 health, gain 2 mana, and this is again your base health, your base mana, and then this is training, which levels up one of those cards that can be that can have multiple levels, of which there's a couple. I typically go for health, especially this early. It's pretty strong. So if I'm wrong about that, you let me know. And on the first level, I like to search around all I can. Ooh, good, we got a church here. I think we had one of those last time. I like to go in here and forget one of the attack ones right off the bat. Since it's first time you use it is free. After that, the next one is 10. After that, the next one is 25. So on and so forth. Let's see, we have a level 3 thief here. We might be able to take that. We might not. We have a level 2 zombie. Zombies I'm always nervous about fighting until I get something that deals a lot of damage. Because usually you get one run through your deck for a zombie before you have to kill it. And if you don't have something that does a lot of damage in that one run, it can be kind of tough to kill it. And if you don't kill it within the 4 turns, game's over. We've got some really nice stuff here. Because this is a equipment card, the Great Bow. It deals 1 damage for every action card I play. Because this is here, it makes me want to lean toward the, I believe it's the same kind of thief I ran last time. The does a lot of actions. Maybe has less base actions. I like 2 or 3. But beyond that, gets a lot of cards that add more actions and are free plays. So hopefully we'll save up a little bit of gold and find one of these. Let's look in our treasure chest that we get for our thief ability here and see what's in it. Shield. That might be something we add. That's again an equipment card. Gives you a 20% chance of dodging attack cards, the red cards. So, because... Alright, let's try this level 3 thief. Might be a short video here. I'll probably play 1 or 2 games though. Alright, throw in the slice, throw in an attack 1, and the backstab will deal 2, 1 for itself and 1 for the slice action card. Hopefully he doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and then attack 1, attack 2. And as long as He doesn't kill me. We got him. Alright. Okay, good choices here. We gained a level, of course, because we got 3 experience points from killing that thief, because it was a level 3 thief. 2 choices here. Circle. Great card. Draw a card, gain an action, and then also gain a card and an action for next turn as well. Clearly the better choice out of these two. Backstab is nice, but there's another card that works, I think, better than Backstab, and I've got one Backstab in my deck already, so we'll add the circle. Looks like we have to kill one of these two. I'm more inclined to believe that it's open area here behind this kobold, and this is more likely to be a stop. Just guessing, but that's, might be a total bad guess, or it might be a great guess, not sure. So we'll go with kobold here. And he cowers away from the first thing. I should have probably thrown the backstab out first, because it was only dealing 1 damage, and then the attack 2, and then I would have dealt 1 extra damage. But no matter, it's a level 1, and we're level 2, and quite a bit stronger than it, so we dispose of that. And we have another level 1 goblin. I'm actually going to leave this one and go up here and try to take out the zombie at level 2, because that will gain me the level. So hopefully we don't whiff on any of our turns here, because that would be devastating. And it looks like we got it. Yeah. Alright. So we gain level 3 now. We've got our choice here. Of course, we get the thief ability, which I went over last time. Prevents all the damage for 1 turn to you. But our 2 choices here are both good ones. Gain 9 gold, which, again, gold's great. You can use it to buy lots of things. However, this one is the one I'm going to take, because I believe buying an action in a store costs 30 gold, and that's quite a bit longer than 9, and even with the type of thief deck, I believe I'm going to lean toward the end of this this dungeon level. A couple of actions in the base actions are a good thing to have, so that's the one I'll take. Yeah, it stops here, so we do have to go after this guy. And because I have 2 actions now, I get to play 2 of those green cards. And our fine treasure is ready. I usually like to put them in corners. Venom. I might take this if we veer toward poison. I'm not a big fan of this card because it does use up your action and doesn't draw a card as well. So we'll just leave it in the chest and see what we can come by. Got a couple of shops here. Let's look in them. Experience points. Just like they say, they just get you a couple of experience points. It's handy if you're close to leveling up and need to heal. Kick is okay. I think I had a choice of this last time too. Deal 1 physical damage and then also discards an opponent card at random, and then another venom. Of course, I would not buy that because I have one in there, that treasure chest, if I want it. Let's see what's in this one. Got a slice. Got a strike 1. This is the other type of thief deck, which I'm leaning away from because of the great bow in this shop, but maybe it's having 1 is not a terrible thing. It is 5 damage after all, and it only uses 2 of your actions. So let's just see what we got around here. That's probably a level 4. Yeah, that might be tough. This game is really evil to you sometimes, and will put these things in the way that you have to go through to get to the lower level creatures. So I'm going to try this mage first. It's a level 3. Should be something we can get. He's chilled me, so my attack 1 does 0 damage. When you're chilled, physical damage dealt is reduced by 1, so I didn't even notice that before I played it. So, and my attack 2 will only deal 1 damage to it. I hate the mages for that reason. I'm not chilled this time, so hopefully we can dispose of this mage, yes. And he has a treasure chest. Firebomb. This giant here, or golem, I'm sorry, if it wasn't resistant to elemental damage, I'd probably take that firebomb. I might take it anyway, since it's the kind of thing you can hold in your deck until that moment that you need it. Slice. I'd rather not put another slice in my deck. There's nothing there. What's over here? Vampire. Vampire is resistant to poison and corrosive earth type damage. It actually is immune to it. So I don't have any of that in my deck now, and I guess I shy away from it in the future. So like things like this corrosive slash here are basically useless. It looks like the game is forcing me to go after this stone golem. So hopefully, I guess we should heal up before we do it. I guess we can use this pool, because we won't need to use it afterwards, because the stone golem will heal us up, and then the only thing we got left is that, which should level. We should gain a level here, and if we win this, and then if we fight the vampire after that, we should gain a level with that one as well. So we won't be needing this otherwise, so I might as well take the healing from it right now. So 2 damage to the stone golem. I wonder if maybe I could have bought that great bow before I fought him. That would have been handy. I might be able to buy it before I fight the vampire. That might be the way to go if I can get it. That was a good backstab I had on that turn, so we should be okay here. And yes. It got us down to 9. It hurt, but you know, it wasn't bad. This is a tough choice here. Of course, the draw extra card is always great when you hit level 4, and I think that's every class, if I'm not mistaken. Now I've got Jab or Swiftness. Swiftness is great when you have those high attack decks, like the Strike 1, Strike 2, Strike 3s. In this case, I think I'm going to go with the Jab. The Jab replaces itself and replaces the action and deals damage. So it's basically a better slice. So I will take this one. And I'm still 5 short of the great bow. But I can grab this other circle. And hopefully this vampire will give me 30 so that I can get the great bow. If not, this might be a short run too. I actually need a couple of those achievements. Oh, these vampires, I hate this card, this enthrall card. Basically, it steals your best card out of your hand and uses it against you. Every time I fight a vampire, it always takes the card I really want. That time he got my jab out of my hand and used it against me. So I'm gonna go ahead and use our special ability and take no damage this turn. Oh, he didn't even deal that much to me this turn. Great. Got him down to 9. It's going to be close. He steals my slice and uses it against me. Down to 3. I'm down to 6. I think we got him. Yeah. Sweet. Another jab or an action? This is actually a tough choice. I actually, because of the great bow, will take the jab. And go over here and buy the great bow. Bam. And that's going to be all I can do this. I would love to come down here and use this forget 10 to get rid of one more of these attack 1s, but I am very gold poor until I unlock several of the achievements. So we'll go ahead and go down to level 2 and see what we got. Level 2, I get to choose a new talent. I'm sure I went over these, but I'll just quickly gloss over them. Rich, gain 30 gold. Another base action. Equipment slot, which is what I'm going to pick, of course, because I have the great bow and I would love to start with that in play every time. Health, of course, always good. Mana is pretty good if you're a mage or mage type class. And then training can be good for some of the specialty classes, which we'll get into at a much later date. So I'm going to take equipped, because the equipment slot is big. And we got a shop here. Strike 2. Deal 10 damage. Same thing as the strike 1 earlier. Dice. Dice is a good card. Deals 2 damage for each action card in play. Because of the style of deck I'm going for is getting a lot of action cards, finishing up with a dice at the very end is great, because it can deal 10 damage if you got 4, 5 cards out, 8, 10, 12 damage, depending on the number of action cards you got. Plus, with every one of those damages you dealt, the great bow is hitting for 1 too. So prep is also a good card. Prep, the next time you deal damage, doubles it. With the great bow, prep's not so good, because it doubles your great bow's 1 damage to 2 instead of doubling your dice damage to whatever, 20 rather than 10 like it was going to be. So unfortunately, because of the type of deck I've got, prep is pretty much out. But dice I will probably be getting toward the end. Got a clone here, level 4. These can be tough depending upon the deck. With thieves, I find them really tough because the decks, you tend to go through them quickly. So I kind of want to be at a higher level before I fight that, because they have less health and stuff, so you can usually take them out. But they have the exact same deck you have. They don't have equipment slots, so they don't start with stuff in play. Alright, this is a level 6 mage. I'm level 5 at full health. I should be able to take this guy, so let's hopefully go. Now notice my great bow working. Bam. Pings them for 1. Ping. Slice pings them for 1, and slice does 1. So that's how you chain these great bows. Unfortunately, I got these 2 slices instead of the jab, so it used my 2 actions. So I couldn't chain a whole bunch. That's why I like, if you can play these jabs first, it's much better usually. Now he played a blur, so he was immune to damage. So my great bow actually didn't do any damage that time. And now I'm chilled 1, so he's gonna immune to 1s again. So my great bow is not doing any damage, of course. Wow, he's really not. This is not going well. Oh, and he just played fire. This is actually really bad. I think we're about to die. He played a fire shape. So every time I play an attack card, I take 2 damage. So now my attack cards are pretty much useless. Why am I not? Oh, because I'm chilled. Shoot. I can't do these because I'll take damage. More damage than I'm giving for them. I have to kill him this time. It's not going to happen. Yeah. Oh, well, we got a couple of achievements. Carry a big stick, dealt 2 damage. My character start with 3 additional gold. That will help. And Vampire Slayer. Gain access to the Anticipate card. We got Pious. Delete a card from your deck. Gain access to the Crumble talent. These are talent. Pious is a talent that I can choose. Oh no, I'm sorry. Pious I got for deleting a card from my deck. And Crumble is the talent that I can choose. At a certain level, Crumble is one of the ones I can take. I believe that clears all of the walls in a dungeon, if I'm not mistaken. So what are we at? 20 minutes? Let's try one more run. Let's see what we got. Okay, we start in a jungle this time. I will take healthy again. Oh, this is a Crumble talent. Yeah, all walls are removed from this dungeon. So I don't ever take that one. Maybe it is a good one, but I've never tried it. I'm going to look in my thief chest. See what's in it. Circle. Always take the circle. Blacksmith here. This is just like a church. First time is free. After that is It goes up, I think, 5, 10, 15, 20, or maybe it's 5, 10, 20. But I don't have anything really worth upgrading yet. Piranha level 3, Wyvern level 2. Let's go after the Wyvern level 2. Found a circle. It should help. Yeah. Alright, 2 choices. Strike 1. Not sure that's the way my deck is going to go yet. They only cost 10, I believe, for a strike 1 in a shop if we find it. Deleting a card is worth way more than 10. The first one's free, the second one is cost 10. So I'm going to do that. Oh, shoot. I guess we got to go for a Piranha. Piranhas, I don't think they really have anything special that they do. I think they do that that shark bite, which weakens you and makes their physical damage do extra damage, but I don't think they're anything really to worry about. They tend to not have high health. And we disposed of this one. And let's see what we got. Goblin Hoarder. Again, I hate these things because they try to run away. And this is a level 3 one. I really probably need to be higher before I try to fight it. I need something that can deal a lot of damage fast. Asuri Tracker. These are any of these cat things. The first card you play doesn't work. It just goes away without doing anything. So I try to play low stuff. Again, here my backstab's only doing 1. My attack 2 is doing 2. So I play the backstab to get stopped by its hide ability or whatever, and then that attack 2 does its work. This one's a tough choice. I feel like I should throw the attack 2 out first to stop, and then the circle might draw me an attack 2, but it could draw an attack 1 as well. But it gives me an extra action and an extra card next time, so I think we'll do that anyways. And again, I lost 1 damage there, but it's probably worth it because we can hit them this time. This probably wouldn't have mattered either way, but, you know. Alright, 2 choices here. Again, tough choices. Gain an additional action per round or a circle. I have 1 circle in my deck already. An extra action is always great. It's actually worth 30, I believe, in a shop, and a circle's worth 25. So I don't always go by that, but I tend to, if things are close, then that's tends to be the way I go, so I will go with the extra action. Because I'm not sure my deck will take that shape yet. I might go with the strike type deck. Just not sure yet. Oh, here's one of those. It's going to force me to fight either this level 4 guy. These are the ones that when you play an attack card, there's a 50% chance that it does nothing at all. Or I can try that level 3 Goblin Hoarder. I don't really have anything that does a high amount of damage yet. I really think I have to go. What was in the shop again? Anything that... No. I have to try this. Could be a short one. Oh. Ugh. I feel like that 50% whenever I use it, it's always, if I throw an attack 1, oh, that one hits. Attack 1, oh, that one. The attack 1s always stay, but attack 2s and fire slashes always go away, seems like. Oh, there's an attack 2. I think I'm going to have to use my ability. Let's go ahead and use it this time. Yeah. Alright. Find a treasure. Gain 3 health. Guess it's good treasure. I always love health. I'm going to go ahead and use this healing pool since I've got 2 and I don't foresee myself using both of them. Oh, got a unicorn at the end of this level. Unicorns, I don't think they do anything really special. They like have a stampede or something card. that does some damage. But really, I think the only thing they've got is they heal 2 every turn. So you kind of have to be dealing a good bit of damage to them. It's an interesting choice. I will go ahead and add this swiftness to my deck, because adding extra actions will be handy no matter what type of deck I go with. I haven't seen any equipment that should drive me in one direction or another yet, so I'm going to go ahead and try this thing. Hopefully it doesn't run away on me. We can get enough circles and stuff to draw a few cards before he runs away on us. Oh, come on. I don't know if I'm going to have it or not. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, we got him. Sweet. And they give you a lot of gold usually. That one gave me 20 gold. Circle. I like circle better than jab. I don't know which direction this deck is going just yet. If I had a great bow, I'd take the jab. If I had, because I don't, I will take the circle. Let's see what we got. Ah, there's your great bow right there. It's okay, the circle's still good. Level 3 Akami Shaman. I can't afford any of the bow yet. There's another action. These are handy to buy. Let's go for the Akami Shaman here. I think this totem thing gets a little bit stronger every turn, and that's how they do most of theirs. So they don't do a whole lot of damage at first, but if you get in a long fight with them, it really hurts later. So I believe thieves usually do pretty well against these guys. Of course, the way this game works, every class has certain creatures they're really good against and certain creatures they're really bad against, and over time, I think you learn to know which ones are which. Piranha should be easy to handle. And, well, I thought the backstab might do it since I had so many action cards that time. But no matter, still gone away. So I do have enough for my bow. I will take that. And then I will use this healing to... I have 8 left. Nothing there. Yeah, nothing there. Alright, let's... I don't know, I could upgrade some of these attacks. Yeah, let's do that. I'll get 1 attack 4 there. There's like little chance I'm going to be able to delete all of these. So getting, in my opinion, I feel like getting 1 up is way more important than getting them all up a little bit. Because if I do delete, these, it's easier to delete something I've not put any resources in since the beginning of the game. Got my great bow early, that should help. Got my cooldown ready. This should be a winnable fight for us. I'm going to go ahead and use my cooldown. Might not have needed it, but I don't foresee a strong enemy right at the beginning of the next dungeon, so it should be able to reset before we have to fight anything really scary. Find treasure is ready. Wow, this is a tough choice. I'm going to go ahead and take the jab. And then find treasure. I've heard that using this power on the next level is probably better because you get a better choice out of it. Actually, I like circle quite a bit, so. I think I'm going to take this extra action as well, since I have 39. And that should be good to go for the next level. I've got a pretty good deck, I think. This could be it. This could be the run. Again, I'm going to take equipped because I have a great bow, which is great on a thief. Got a lot of actions. Call these sirens. Knock cards out of your deck for good, or for the good of that whole battle. That hurts. Underwater, I don't think there's anything that can jump you. I'm not. Oh, this is a good one for thieves. Especially if you have a lot of circles or swiftness. These darting daggers can deal a lot of damage. And again, I got a nice dice here too. This could be a run to remember here. Bless is a spell. Not going to be good in this deck. Not with a thief with no mana. Got a level 4 slime. Oh, apparently ghosts can jump you underwater. Got to watch out for those underwater ghosts. Ghosts, physical, resistant to physical. That's going to be a problem, actually. What I actually need to do is do a lot and then deal big backstabs, because that's going to be the only. It's like the attack 1s are doing nothing. The attack 2 will do 1, the attack 4 will do 2, and then this backstab's going to do 3. Hopefully I can keep drawing that backstab every time. Yeah. This was a mistake. I make a lot. Now, here's where these attack 1s help. He's hidden. So, I run those attack 1s out. Wow. Anytime, if you've ever played NetHack, you always know whenever you've got a good run, the game's going to screw you in some way. And looks like that's what happened. I should not have. I did not think anything could jump me in under the water. I always thought it was either the dungeon type looking levels or the jungle type looking levels that things could jump you. So I just learned something today. Well, I did get a couple of achievements here. Walk in the dungeon, walked 500 steps. Characters find an additional health pack on each floor. That can be good sometimes. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. And this one's good, of course. You're killed 20 creatures, so your characters have an additional 1 health. And I defeated a unicorn, so gain access to the second wind card. Second wind is something I've not been able to use to great effect yet. I've tried it in a number of decks. We'll get to that later, I think. Still my turn. End a turn with 10 cards in play. Gain access to the copy talent. Now, copy talent is something I use every once in a while. When you switch to floors and get to pick a talent and you choose copy is one that will take a card in your deck and just give you a second copy of it. And that can be handy at certain times. So that looks like enough for today. Hopefully it won't be quite as long until I get to do another recording. I'm gonna try to do these a little more. Hopefully, if I'm gonna work on editing this and seeing how I can mix the levels up and stuff. If you don't hear game music, that's my fault. I'm not monitoring that right now, so I'm not sure if that's coming through on the video. I won't know until I go back, but bear with me through these first things. I'll always make sure that you can hear me. If you don't hear the game sounds, I'm sorry. I do want those to be there, but I want them to be very, very low. Almost minor. The voice will always be the priority, since I'm actually trying to explain my thought process to hopefully I gain a little bit of knowledge, and maybe if this is a game you're thinking about, you gain a little knowledge too. Alright, so I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.